Welcome to Canine Dog Talk. You know the feeling, right? The house is finally quiet, you're all settled in, and then you feel that familiar weight on the bed. Your best friend climbs up, does a couple of circles, and then lets out this huge sigh. It just feels like comfort, part of the nightly routine. But what if I told you there's a whole hidden story unfolding right there in the dark?
So let's really get into this. We are going to uncover the hidden science, the incredible healing, and yeah, the one silent risk of this ritual that most of us just never see coming. Believe me, what's happening between you and your dog in those quiet hours is so much more powerful than you've ever imagined.
To really understand what's going on now, we have to listen to this sort of whisper from the deep, deep past. This whole bedtime thing, it isn't just a cute habit, it's an echo of something ancient and totally primal. I want you to just picture it. A pack of wolves huddled together under this huge open sky. They're pressed up against each other not just for warmth, but for survival. It was like a collective watch against all the dangers of the night. So when your dog presses up against you, they are tapping right into that exact same instinct. This is the silent message they're sending you. It's not just about affection. It is a profound, profound act of trust. And in that moment, your bedroom completely transforms. Your bed, it becomes a fortress, and your rest becomes this shared, sacred time together. And this is a really powerful, widespread instinct. Researchers at Canisius College actually found that nearly 70% of dog owners share their bed or at least their bedroom with their dogs. We think we're just looking for a little comfort, but something so much deeper is going on, tying your dog's world right to yours. And this connection, it's not just instinctual, it's biological. As you sleep, this invisible symphony begins to play. While you're sleeping, there's this unseen biological conversation happening. It's like a quiet symphony, and it's not conducted with instruments, but with heartbeats and with breaths. So just think about your own rhythm when you lie down. Maybe your heart's still racing from the stress of the day. Your breathing's a little shallow. Now picture your dog settling in right beside you. You can see their chest rise and fall with that steady, almost hypnotic rhythm. Thump, thump, thump. Okay, what happens next is absolutely fascinating. Researchers have found that as you sleep together, your heartbeats and your breathing patterns can actually start to synchronize. It's like your bodies are just surrendering to this silent, shared lullaby. You've become one rhythm. Science has a name for this: emotional co-regulation. Now, I know it sounds a little clinical, but it's pure connection. It means their calm presence can literally bring your anxious system back down to a state of calm. This actually happens on a chemical level. Your closeness boosts calming hormones like oxytocin in both of you, while it lowers the stress hormone, cortisol. It's literally a transfer of peace from one species to another. It's like medicine without the pills. And the impact of this is just huge. For veterans who suffer from PTSD, clinical studies have linked sleeping with a service dog to a significant drop in nightmares and panic attacks. The dog becomes a guardian, a sentinel, silently promising, "You can rest. I'll watch the perimeter." But if this comfort is so powerful, could there possibly be a downside? Comfort has a funny way of disguising itself. It feels so good, so safe, that we almost never stop to ask what it might be quietly taking away from us. And here is the central paradox. Right here. Emotionally, you feel like you're sleeping better than ever. I mean, that feeling of safety and love is undeniable. But your brain is telling a completely different story. It's actually registering hundreds of tiny little disturbances you don't even remember. This is called sleep fragmentation. See, every time your dog twitches in a dream or scratches an ear or just repositions themselves, it can nudge you out of that deep, restorative delta wave sleep. You don't actually wake up and look at the clock, but the quality of your rest gets compromised. I just love this metaphor from the source material. Each little movement is tiny, right? Almost invisible. But night after night and year after year, they slowly, slowly erode the very foundation of your rest. And according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, this is not trivial stuff. Over time, that erosion can lead to some very real consequences. Feeling sluggish and unfocused during the day, memory issues, irritability, and even long-term health problems like higher blood pressure. So, the crucial question is, what do we do about it? This brings us to the most important question of all. Do you have to choose between the warmth of that companionship or the clarity of unbroken rest? Well, the good news is you don't have to choose. You can have both. The answer is not eviction. It's about being smart. It's about shaping your shared space so that both you and your loyal friend can get the deep, healing rest you both absolutely deserve. So let's walk through a few simple strategies. First off, as you can see here, position is everything. Having your dog sleep down at your feet minimizes disturbances near your head, but still gives you that reassuring weight. Next, think about giving them their own space. A really comfy dog bed in the same room keeps that emotional co-regulation we talked about, but without the physical disruptions. And finally, simple things like good hygiene and maybe even just a bigger bed can cut down on those tiny movements and make a world of difference for both of you. Because at the end of the day, this is the message they're communicating every single night. Through every sigh, every little shuffle closer, they are speaking a language that's so much older than words. So, the key takeaway here is this. Love can sometimes blind us to what's really happening in our own bodies. That grogginess you're blaming on just getting older, it might just be your best friend pulling you out of a dream. But once you have this awareness, you can make informed choices to protect both your amazing bond and your health. And that brings me to you. This is a story that's shared by millions, and I really want to hear yours. What's your dog's name? Tell me all about your own nightly ritual. Please jump into the comments right now and share the story of the friend who guards your sleep. And hey, if you want more science, more truth, and more reminders of the incredible love that's sleeping right beside you, make sure you subscribe to Canine Dog Talk. Together, we'll keep uncovering the quiet miracles of this amazing bond.